Astronauts don't just float peacefully in space. Their bones slowly dissolve, they see flashes of light with their eyes closed. And when they come back to Earth, some of them can't even walk. And this is just the beginning. This video showcases the 20 challenges faced by astronauts as the Artemis II spacecraft journeys towards the moon. Before we begin, don't forget to like the videos and subscribe to the channel to stay updated on new scientific and technological content. Let's go from the easiest to the most brutal challenges astronauts face. Let's get started. 1. Limited and repetitive food. At first, it might not sound like a big deal. But imagine eating nearly the same meals every single day for months. In space, food isn't about pleasure, it's about survival. No fresh meals, no real variety, no smell-rich experiences like on Earth. Over time, astronauts actually start to lose their appetite. Some even unintentionally lose weight. And when eating becomes a chore, that's when the mental fatigue begins. 2. Hygiene problems. Now imagine living for months without a proper shower. Astronauts can't just step into a bathroom and wash off. Water floats in microgravity, so hygiene becomes a controlled process. They use wet wipes, special rinseless shampoos. And every drop of water is carefully managed. It's not just uncomfortable. It slowly starts to feel unnatural, even frustrating. 3. Constant noise. Space is silent, right? Not inside a spacecraft. Fans, pumps, life support systems. They're always running. Astronauts live in a constant hum of mechanical noise, 24/7. No true silence. Ever. Over time, this continuous sound becomes mentally exhausting. And even affects sleep quality. 4. Sleep problems. Now imagine trying to sleep while watching 16 sunrises and sunsets every single day. That's what astronauts experience in orbit. Their internal body clock, called the circadian rhythm, gets completely confused. Even with scheduled sleep times, many astronauts struggle to rest properly. And poor sleep in space? It affects everything: focus, mood, and reaction time. 5. Puffy face effect. Here's something strange. In space, body fluids don't stay in your legs like on Earth. They shift upward, toward your head. This causes what astronauts call the puffy face. Your face swells, while your legs get thinner. It might look funny at first. But this fluid shift actually puts pressure on the eyes and brain. And that's where things start getting serious. 6. Using the toilet in space. This is where things get complicated. In microgravity, nothing goes down. Astronauts use vacuum-powered toilets that literally suck waste away from the body. And yes, there's training for this on Earth. Because if you miss, things can float. And that's a serious problem in a closed environment. It's one of the most awkward, yet critical challenges of living in space. 7. Space motion sickness. In the first few days, many astronauts feel terrible. Nausea, dizziness, even vomiting. Your brain is confused, your eyes see movement. But your inner ear says you're not moving at all. This mismatch causes what's called space motion sickness. Some astronauts can't even work properly at first. Your body eventually adapts. But those first days can be brutal. 8. Crew tension. Now imagine being locked in a small space with the same people for months. No privacy. No escape. Even small disagreements can grow into serious tension. Astronauts are highly trained, of course. But they're still human. And in such an extreme environment, mental pressure can build up fast. 9. Psychological isolation. This one goes deeper. You're not just far from home. You're completely cut off from normal life. No fresh air. No nature. No real human contact outside your crew. Over time, this isolation can affect mood, motivation, even mental health. Some astronauts describe it as a quiet, constant psychological weight. 10. Loss of balance and coordination. In space, your sense of balance stops working normally. Your inner ear, the system that helps you stay upright, gets confused. Astronauts start to lose coordination. Since there is no gravity, your brain begins to confuse the concepts of up and down. Simple movements feel strange. And when they return to Earth, even standing up can feel like learning a new skill. 11. Muscle and bone loss. Now things get serious. Without gravity, your muscles don't need to work as hard. So your body starts breaking them down. Even worse, your bones begin to lose density. Astronauts can lose up to 1 to 2% of bone mass per month. That's like aging years, in just weeks. This condition leads to bone fractures. In fact, after a long space journey, you may not even be able to stand upon returning to Earth. 12. Weakening immune system. In space, your immune system becomes weaker. Scientists still study why. But stress, radiation, and microgravity all play a role. However, it is hypothesized that this involves brain activities that do not function properly under space conditions. This means astronauts are more vulnerable to illness. Even small infections can become bigger problems. 13. Vision problems. Many astronauts return with vision issues. This condition is called SANS. Fluid pressure in the head affects the shape of the eye. Vision becomes blurry, sometimes permanently. These problems also trigger conditions such as myopia, astigmatism, and hyperopia. It's one of the biggest concerns for long missions, like going to Mars. 14. Cosmic light flashes. Now this is truly strange. Astronauts often report seeing flashes of light, even with their eyes closed. These are caused by cosmic rays, passing directly through the eye and retina. It's like radiation hitting your vision system. And over time, this exposure increases the risk of serious eye damage. 15. Long-term radiation damage. Space is full of radiation. Without Earth's magnetic field, astronauts are exposed to it constantly. This radiation can damage DNA, increasing the risk of cancer and other long-term health problems. It's one of the biggest obstacles for deep space travel. It is known that some astronauts have developed cancer. Current spacecraft still lack a complete radiation shielding system. 16. Spacewalk risks. Now imagine stepping outside your spacecraft, with nothing but a suit between you and death. Spacewalks are physically exhausting and extremely dangerous. In space, there are fragments of sand and rock moving at speeds of hundreds of kilometers per hour. One small mistake, or a tiny puncture in the suit, can be fatal. 17. Medical emergencies in space. What happens if something goes wrong? There's no hospital nearby. No emergency room. Astronauts must rely on limited equipment and training. In serious cases, there may be no immediate help at all, because you could be hundreds, or even thousands, of kilometers away from Earth. 18. Readapting to Earth. After months in space, coming back to Earth is shockingly difficult. Gravity feels overwhelming. Astronauts struggle to walk, stand, even lift their own bodies. They have difficulty standing for days, and balance problems can last for weeks. Their muscles are weaker. Their balance is off. It's like relearning how to live on Earth. 19. CO2 buildup headaches. In space, carbon dioxide doesn't behave like it does on Earth. Because there's no gravity, CO2 doesn't sink or disperse properly. It can actually build up around your head, like an invisible cloud. Astronauts often report headaches. difficulty concentrating, even a slight feeling of suffocation. And the worst part? You can't just step outside for fresh air. You're breathing the same controlled atmosphere. All the time. 20. Extreme G-forces during launch. That moment when spacecraft most often fail. During launch, astronauts are crushed into their seats by intense G-forces. Their bodies feel several times heavier than normal. Breathing becomes harder. Even moving your arms can feel impossible. And this lasts for minutes. This intense pressure and vibration must be withstood not only by the astronauts, but by everything in the spacecraft, down to the smallest screw, to survive and succeed. And these are just some of the challenges astronauts face every time they leave Earth. Which one surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to explore more extreme science like this, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. See you in the next video.